What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Daily Dose with Dylan Davis. The Daily Dose is brought to you by the Painted Lines Network, and we are streaming to you guys live through Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. So if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button on all three platforms. Follow the Twitter at the Painted Lines. You can follow myself on Twitter at DylanJD98, and you can follow my co-host Matt McGinty on Twitter at Matt_McGinty. All very simple. Gint, how's your week been, brother? It's been a while.
Yeah, man. No, it's just been busy, The season's almost coming to an end. Playoffs are coming soon, so.
Yeah, we've had the last 2 days off because I was feeling like ass since the Monday show. Also, new announcement for the Daily Dose and the Painted Lines. Every Monday on the Daily Dose will be Mondays with Scotty. We had him on this past Monday. Thought it went really well. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So he will be joining us every single Monday here on the Daily Dose for the full show. So it will be a lot of fun talking about what took place over the previous weekend, what to look forward to throughout the course of this week. But on today's show, it's just Gint and I, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Sixers win versus the Toronto Raptors. It wasn't in Toronto, it was in Florida, but the 76ers got their first road win in the regular season over Toronto since Doug Collins was the freaking head coach of the squad. We're going to preview tonight's matchup with the Dallas Mavericks as Luka Doncic comes to town. Kristaps Porzingis is doubtful, so we'll get into the keys of that game, predictions, stars of the game, all of that. The Kyle Lowry rumors, I see a comment already about it. They are heating up more and more, it seems like. So we're going to discuss that. What would our packages look like? What would you guys be willing to give up? Where do you draw the line for Lowry? Does it propel the Sixers to immediate championship contenders? We're going to talk about the all-star teams, how they played out, if any surprises, snubs, and whatever. And also, Philadelphia, the Phillies, the Flyers, and the Sixers all put in requests with the city to allow fans back together, and it seems like that is getting very, very close. So talk to us. We're going to talk to you guys. Are you going to be getting down to the stadiums and the arenas? And possibly, Gint, we'll once me and you find a way to get down there together, we'll try to interact with some people while we're down there.
First game. We'll see you there.
Yeah, the first game we're allowed, we'll be there. So let's jump right into it. Give me your thoughts on the 109-102 win over Toronto. Seemed like a very sloppy game. Joel Embiid, this is now the second time in a row I've said this on the show. Realistically, now his worst game of the year. What do you have, 17 points or
18 points on 3 of 13.
Yeah, I know he's 3 of 13 shooting against Toronto. So I will now tip my cap to Nick Nurse because after the loss when he had 25 and 17, we said, was it his defense or was it just an off night shooting wise? Well, 2 games in a row, kind of slowing down the big fella. I'll tip my cap to Nick Nurse and that Toronto squad. That Toronto squad is really not one that I want to see in a series. I'm not going to lie to you, Gint. I'm not saying the Sixers won't beat them. It's just a matchup I'd prefer not to have to get into.
Yeah, definitely.
So talk to me about the win. What did you like? What did you dislike?
I mean, it was like an ugly game, like you said, which is huge. I shouldn't say huge. You want to win those street fight type games where the game's ugly. That's a term Jay Wright uses a lot. Winning, like make a game a street fight. When maybe we're the more talented team, but if you're able to somehow pull out those wins, it's huge. Also, it's huge when, again, your best player, the MVP of the entire league, goes 3 of 13 from the field, and you still find a way to win the game, which, again, is huge. And, I mean, it was a balanced attack, 23, 11, 18, 15, 19, 11, 7. I mean, everyone scored. I mean, Korkmaz came out the gates with a flamethrower on his arm. But what do we say about his little good stretch last time? At this point, it's consistent for him being inconsistent.
It is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
He doesn't make sense as a human being. How do you go 4-4 in the first quarter from 3, 12 points, and then
what did he finish with?
I think he finished with.
Let me see, 19. All right, yeah. So he was 4 for 4 from 3. He finished 5 of 11.
Yeah. So it just.
Finished 1 of 7 in the second half.
I can't stand him. I really can't. But, I mean, other than that, like I said, bounce attack is huge. Finding a way to win when your best player is struggling, which is something we haven't really seen much, especially when Embiid doesn't play. We don't look very good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't really know how to word it.
No, Toronto also had 8 less turnovers than us, and we still found a way to win the game.
Yeah.
So I don't know why this game feels like forever ago. Maybe it's because I had 2 shows off between it, but it literally feels like forever ago. But there's one thing that sticks out to me. Well, there's 2. Rebounding. The Sixers out rebounded Toronto 54-38 on, what was that, Tuesday night? And the Sixers also knocked down 17 threes and shot 45% from 3. A lot of that was a hot start. Furkan Korkmaz came out hot, like you said. Danny Green came out a little bit hot. Shake was hitting a couple catch and shoot corner threes. So it was a nice all-around team effort from beyond the arc, but it was just a very ugly win. I don't know.
Yeah. That's kind of where I was getting at. And it's like our important players are just logging so many minutes. Like if you look at the minute distribution, Tobias Harris 36 minutes, Danny Green 32 minutes, Joel Embiid 36 minutes, Ben Simmons 35 minutes, Shake Milton 30 minutes. It's like the 1 seed's important, and you want to win every game, obviously, but
yeah,
these dudes are taking a toll on their body, I think, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at this comment. Let me give this some comments before we switch gears a little bit. I want to come back to this one later in the show when we get to the Lowry rumors and what we would give up. But Dale here, who has, been a fan of the show, thank you for tuning in, Dale. But he definitely reacts quarter by quarter to a Sixers team. He says, I feel like adding Lowry will have a massive effect on Ben and his stats. Taking the ball out of Ben's hands is a really bad idea. Lowry is bad without a high usage rate. I'm pretty sure that's not true. I don't have the numbers, so maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's
the second best guard on his team all season.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he doesn't need a high usage rate. Second of all,
yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Dale said I'm very emotional. Dale is very reactive to this Sixers team, the highs and the lows. It's funny to watch, but with that point, I disagree because I think Kyle Lowry is the perfect fit. He doesn't need the ball. I don't think he will be taking the ball out of Ben's hands late in the game when Ben, can kind of disappear at times. Lowry's another guard that can handle the ball, that can create, that can hit clutch shots, that can get to the line. He is smaller. You talked about that issue, against Brooklyn. However, he is pretty good defensively for his height. So he could, in a Brooklyn series, could theoretically match up well with Kyrie. So we'll be getting back to that later. But Coyle says, let's go. Here's another Lowry comment. Kyle Lowry to Philly. I want Bailey. Just depends on who we're giving up. We will get to that. I expect tonight 1-0 Seth Curry game revenge. That is Seth play. So Seth is Mike's player of the game. Chris, what's up, guys? Can you please tell me why fans think Levine or Lowry would be a target? On what planet do we live when the Bulls and Raptors are in playoff fighting? The Levine's not a target anymore. Obviously, we want him. The Bulls aren't giving him up.
Chicago wouldn't give him up. Would give him up for like Bradley Beal. I think that would probably be it.
Yeah,
I don't even know if they can do that right now.
And the Lowry thing, we talked about that on Monday, right? Like, why would they give up Lowry? Because they started off really slow, so we understood it then. But now they're back in playoff contention and all. Money, so he's probably gone after this season. He's 35 years old or 34 years old on a big contract that expires after the year. Why not get what you can for him right now? I saw a report that they also, I don't know how true it is, but it was on the NBA, the Jump or whatever on their Twitter, that they want to reward their veteran guard by sending them to a contender, and they listed the Clippers, the Heat, which I don't know why the Heat are on that list, but and the Sixers. Dude, there are a lot of Lowry comments. Like, should we just get to it now? Like,
I mean, we might as well. We kind of talked. We talked the game a little bit. I mean,
yeah.
They won. It was really ugly. Lost fourth quarter by 7 points. Everyone scored. Mike Scott's still playing, and there we go.
Yeah, Marky says, how much would it take to get Lowry is the question. So after we'll jump into the Kyle Lowry trade rumor segment now, and then we will get to the Mavericks Sixers game tonight and break that down as best as we can, because tonight's game is going to be a lot of fun to watch. All right, Gint, Kyle Lowry. Monday we discussed it with Scotty. What's it going to take to get him? It's going to take money because you gotta kind of weigh out his large contract. I think he's making $30+ million this year. So Danny Green is obviously thrown in for money reasons. Mike Scott's probably thrown in. So there's three things that I saw that Toronto wants back in the trade, and it's young players, veteran, aging players for their contracts to even it out, and picks.
Yeah.
So Danny Green's thrown in. Let's just say Mike Scott, right? Throw in whatever draft picks you want. I really don't care. Obviously, I'm not saying multiple first rounders, but if it took those two, a first and Maxey to do it, who knows? And then it's probably coming down to Maxey or Matisse. That's what it's coming to, right? Yeah. Have you changed your mind at all from Monday talking about it? Which one would you give up over the other? Would you give neither of them up? I think we're all in agreement that we're not giving up both of them.
No, yeah, I definitely don't want to throw both of them in there. I don't know what I said Monday on who I'd rather trade, but it's like it's a gamble. It really is a gamble because if Thibault turns out to be a watered down version of Mikal Bridges or just a 3-and-D guy that can end up actually shooting the ball, like that's what you're missing on a team that desperately needs that. But on the flip side, if you move Maxey and he turns into a smaller John Wall,
right? Kind of what we all envision, like we're like getting so excited over with the draft pick and when he was succeeding earlier in the year.
I think right now, I think I'd move Maxey. I think right now, and that really kills me to say because I think he's going to be really good. But what did we say Monday? When we talked to Scotty, we said we took Maxey at 21 because he was the best valuable player.
Right.
And I think in the back of our head, we all knew that this team was going to try to make some type of move to bring in something. At the time, I think a lot of us said we wanted Zach LaVine, Bradley Beal, which is like a pipe dream at this point. You know what I mean? But I just saw Mark say hard pass on Kyle Lowry. Mark's a Villanova fan, and for some reason he doesn't want Kyle Lowry. He won every Villanova player ever, but not Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, Mark, please explain in the comment section why no Kyle Lowry.
He
give me the quick rundown version of why he doesn't want Kyle Lowry.
Because everything I like, he doesn't.
First, Mark, they're not getting Zach LaVine. You're smarter than this. Like they're not getting Chicago's not moving with Zach LaVine.
No, yeah. So, I mean, like I said, we took him at 21 because he was the best player available. In the back of our head, we knew we were going to make some type of move. And here's the move. If Daryl Morey thinks this makes us the best team in the Eastern Conference and this puts us in a position to go to the finals, you put your chips on the table.
That's the only question, right? And that's hard to answer, but that's his job. So, and I know this is going to sound like very like obvious when the words come out of my mouth, but the only question that needs to be answered for this trade from Daryl, if you're Daryl Morey and the Sixers organization, is does this move make us champion? Like, can we win a championship based off this move?
Come on, Mark. Mark, that's bad, man. Mark, that's bad. Al Horford all over again.
That's bad comment.
Come on, man.
Dobbs, you get your boy. Dobbs, you guys been doing your Eagles mock drafts. Get your boy, bro.
Come on. Man.
I have no idea how it's Al Horford all over again. He's a perfect. Al Horford wasn't a fit. Kyle Lowry is the perfect fit, and I will go down the reasons why over and over again for you. But okay, fine. He's aging, and he's got a lot, and he brings like $34 million on expiring contract. I get it. I get why people are hesitant, but to not have,
pull up his comments so everyone can see it.
He says, I don't want a 34-year-old expiring 6-foot point guard for young assets. Al Horford all over again. So let me get back to this. The only question that needs to be, the only box that needs to be checked is, does this move propel us to a championship? Because that is the end goal. As much as we want to keep Maxey or Thibault, right, for in the long term, does it make you a championship contender this year? That is the only. What else are we doing this for?
Well, that's another thing to saying why you'd move Maxey first. If you look at what we're going to be in the postseason, and you look at who you're eventually going to play, if you have aspirations to win, you need Thibault right now more than you need Tyrese Maxey.
Well, I agree. I agree 100% with that point, and I said it to you pre-show, and I'll say it again. Look, I love Tyrese Maxey. I think player to player, I think Maxey has a higher ceiling, and he's a better all-around player than Matisse Thybulle, and he will be an all-around player. Let me ask you this. Where is Maxey's fit on this Sixers team 2 to 3 years from now? Where is the fit? Because it's not like Ben's an aging point guard and Maxi's getting groomed to take his place. It's not. You still have Shake Milton. They're both young point guards. Where is Maxi's fit? He's not a great shooter from the outside. Where's his fit? That's my point.
And will I be mad if, let's say, rumors come out and say,
hold on. I just want to address this really quickly. My bad.
Yeah,
I'm not championship or bust this season. I get it. I'm not. It's not championship or bust. My point is, Joel's ready now. Like,
you don't know how long that's going to be.
Yeah, there's no more next year. Joel will be there, and Joel Embiid is ready now. You do what it takes to win a championship. That is the only reason you're playing this game. You do what it takes. Now, Mark says Kyle Lowry's not good enough to cash in your chips. Maybe. I think All-Star Ben Simmons should be All-Star Tobias Harris. MVP Joel Embiid. You still have Seth Curry if you want to move him to the bench. Still have Shake Milton coming off the bench. And then you add in Kyle Lowry with that fit. Is that not good enough?
And no, I get what he's saying. If you personally don't think Kyle Lowry's that good of a player and you don't think, then yeah, I can see why you're saying you don't want to move him. But other people are saying Kyle Lowry is that good.
Right.
And that's what he propels us.
And that's my point. The argument, it's not even over. I guess it's not even over what we would give up anymore. It's just, does he propel you to a championship? Does he not? And then that goes to who you can get. But Mark, here's my point. Mark says it's an overreaction to the guy that's available right now. Dude, why are we valuing one Tyrese Maxey or Matisse Thybulle so much? I told you who I would keep over one or the other. I'm not sitting here saying sell the freaking farm for Kyle Lowry. I said aging Danny Green on his last year, Mike Scott, whatever, 2 seconds, a first, whatever they want, one first, that's it, not giving up multiple, and Tyrese Maxey, who has looked good for 7 games in his rookie season. Am I wrong there?
No, but I think the bigger thing is he's just shown flashes of being that good.
Well, Mr. Cheese Emperor, we are talking about Kyle Lowry because the rumor has been all over Twitter today and it's picking up steam. He's not the only option that people are talking about.
Real quick,
Go ahead.
I would like to see, for however many people are watching, I have no clue. There could be literally 4 people. Type who you'd rather give up, Matisse or Tyrese Maxey.
And why?
Yeah, and
I'm not saying some elaborate answer, just real quick. Who, Matisse or Maxey? Why?
I think to get there, to get where you want to be, which is the championship, the NBA Finals, you got to go through Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Giannis, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. So, if one were to go right now, and I'm saying the deal is done, and then we get to pick who we want to send. If for some reason that was the thing,
right?
You know what I mean, which one would you send? But that's the other thing. If you don't think Kyle Lowry's is good, which Daryl Morey might not think that, and this could not even be a rumor besides the fact that Kyle Lowry might have mentioned, if I were to go, can you please give me Philadelphia? We could all be terribly wrong, you know what I mean? But it's really tough.
And Mark, I get your point where he says he thinks that Maxey can make you look dumb down. That's fine. He may very well do. He could go to Toronto in this trade and next to Fred VanVleet look like an all-star in 2 years. My point is, where does he fit on the Sixers? Because Ben is, 24 years old, Gint? 25 years old? 24. What's Shake? 23, 24 years old? So where does Tyrese Maxey, who from what I've seen is a true point guard? Is that wrong to say?
I think he's going to play point guard in the NBA.
So where does he fit? Even in 2-3 years from now, before his rookie year expires, where does he fit on this Sixers rotation? That's my question. He really can't play off the ball. He can't shoot from the outside well.
I just think if you look,
Colin says, sorry, wrong comment.
There you go.
Maxey Thybulle's defense is unmatched. He'll be a defensive monster for years to come. He can go up against the best offensive players in the league. But so then Mark's saying you don't trade him right now. You trade him at the height of his value. Dude, Joel Embiid is ready now. He's ready now.
Here's my thing also.
So what, you're going to wait so let's say you wait 2 years while Maxi's at the height of his trade value, and Joel Embiid has gone down for another major injury. He's now 28 years old. 2 more years on that big-ass body of his. I'm not saying Joel Embiid only has 2 more years left at this level. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is you don't know with this dude in Joel Embiid at his size, with his health history. He is ready this year. If you don't think Kyle Lowry does it, I completely understand your point. I think Kyle Lowry can do it.
Exactly. You can't live in your fears.
And again, it's not like I'm going into the guy because he's available, and it's like I'm not giving up 2 or 3 first rounders, Matisse and Maxey. I'm not selling the farm for him. I'm telling you to decide on Maxey or Thibault. And I'm sorry, neither one of those should be like, oh no, we can't do that. Like, they're just not that.
Well, then yeah, I mean, it makes sense if Mark doesn't think Kyle Lowry is a good enough player to lift this over the hump.
Okay, then that's his side of the argument.
Like, how long can we wait until we don't take a shot? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, what Hornets guard are you going to get for less? You're not going to get Terry Rozier for less. You're not going to get Devontae Graham for less. You're not going to get LaMelo Ball for darn sure. He's the best player on the team. But here's what I fear.
See, this is what I don't agree with this at all. I would love for it to be true. I don't agree with this at all.
There's not a chance.
Hell to the no. Does that 7-foot, 290-pound man with all those injuries have 8+ years left? And damn sure not 8+ years left in the way he's playing right now.
Mark, you think you're getting Terry Rozier for I don't know. I don't see how that happens.
No, you're not. And but Mark, here's my point. Let me ask you something, because I respect Mark's opinion. Smart guy, knowledgeable. Terry Rozier would be a nice fit. I get it. Devontae Graham or Malik Monk, they pushing. I get like you would give up less, so I get what you're saying. But how do they help you win?
Wait,
you got to give something up to help you win.
Yeah, is that point? Is Danny Green staying? Then who are you giving up? They're not going to Terrence Ferguson for one of those guys. They're in the playoffs.
No, but not even that. How does Malik Monk help you win a championship? I'm looking by what helps you.
Malik Monk. I think Malik Monk's a good player.
Okay, fine.
But he's not.
Does he propel you to the next level? No, and exactly, this is my point. So that's why it comes down to what does it do? So keep commenting, everyone. Let us know. Mark is saying Corky's in there. Could you imagine, dude?
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Yeah, Malik Monk can help you win games. Yeah, but can Malik Monk help you beat the Brooklyn Nets or the Milwaukee Bucks or? Oh, hey.
Thank you so much.
That $5 donation, man. Thank you.
He says Kyle Lowry is averaging 18, 6, and 7. He's got him and Joel Embiid will get to the line literally 89 times.
This is my biggest fear, truthfully, that we never take a shot. But my biggest fear is also we take the shot too early, and then we kind of put ourselves in a hole, and we don't have enough on the back end of because like you said, Joel's ready right now, and Joel could be ready in 3 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how much, and this might sound weird, but I don't know how much better he can get than he's looked this year.
Wait, so Mark, I actually agree with you. I
agree with you as well, 100%.
I don't think that Brooklyn is this world beat. Are the Sixers definitely going to beat them? No, but I agree with you here. So then my point is, so you're saying that? So I don't get it. It's he won't give up Maxey, but Maxey's not even playing right now.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you.
I get Danny Green's in the deal, but
Mark was on the team of that he would have made the Harden move as long as Maxey wasn't in it.
I don't get it.
He would have moved in. I believe.
I like the kid too, but did he really show you that much? He had what? He had 36, 37 points in a COVID game versus Denver Nuggets where he was the only source of offense. He comes in I don't know.
He plays with an attitude like he can play in this city, and I think he's going to be a good NBA player. But imagine this though: we don't do the deal, and imagine the deal's on the table, and we don't do the deal, and Toronto somehow turns this thing around and beats us in the first round or second round, I would cry. I would legitimately cry. Legitimately. Tears would
dude, I'm sorry. I agree with you. I would give up Maxey over Matisse. But I would probably do either one at this point. That's my
I don't
point.
think you can give Matisse up. I don't.
I don't
If
think
you give Matisse up and then you give Danny Green up as well, your wing, you'd have like Scotty said. Scotty brought it up. You'd have to have some type of deal in the back of your head that you know is getting done for like a Taurean Prince or something along wing, like defending the wings, because we've only brought it up 1,000 times. But
yeah, I mean, well, Thunder Dude, yeah, I believe TPL Live is doing a live stream tonight. Let's see. Well, so here, just give them draft picks if you're. Well, the thing is, Kyle Lowry makes like 30+ million, so you have to match. You have to at least match come close, salary wise. Mark says, so my priority is to add guys without giving up pieces that help us right now. I'm looking at Alec Burks, Taurean Prince, Malik Monk, and other pieces to help us win right now while maintaining a future.
Could you imagine Alec Burks running it back?
But hold on. Dude, we're not talking about giving up a bunch of firsts where you don't have a first-round draft pick in 3 years. We're not talking about giving up multiple young guys, young assets that we already have. I'm talking about giving up one young guy. One. Well, I don't get it. I'm talking about giving up one young player. I'm not throwing away. Well, I'm not maintaining a future. I'm talking about giving up one young guy who I don't even think has a role on this team 2 to 3 years from now because of the point guards we already have.
Scotty, I think it was Scotty that said it. There was a reason Tyrese Maxey fell to 21, whether we got a gift or not.
Right.
There is a reason. He's a small body. He doesn't really shoot the ball well. I understand. And Maxey is probably going to be
right. He's fun to like.
Especially if we move him. If we move him, he'll be Russell Westbrook 2.0. I guarantee it. But he said, what are your thoughts on Harrison? Doesn't Harrison Barnes
doesn't he have a big contract?
He has a huge contract, and I'm pretty sure we'd have to give something up for him just as well. I don't see how the Kings take – I don't even know what they take, actually.
Yeah. I mean, this is fair. We just defer where we're at on Maxey. Yeah. My thing is I'm trying to win a championship, and I'm looking at how Joel Embiid's putting up MVP-type numbers. And
I'll say this, and I hate to divide the fan base, but I really think the process fans don't want to take the shot. I was not a process guy. I don't know if maybe the Villanova in Kyle Lowry makes me want to take the shot, but dude, at some point you got to say, like, here it is, go get it. You know what I mean?
Put it this way. Here's the craziest shit. I mean, they definitely have work to do on their bench. Like, even if they made the move for Kyle Lowry, I still think they need to go to the buyout market for a bench piece or two. And if they don't go to Kyle Lowry, I think they need to make moves for the bench. But I still think, like, our starting five, I've said it all along, I think our starting five is still good enough.
Oh, yeah.
But they when I hear Kyle Lowry and what it would take to get him, some people think that's a lot to go get Kyle Lowry. I don't. Now, if you told me Danny Green, another expiring contract,
I'm sorry, dude. I shouldn't even have brought that up. That was like my own fault, dude.
I just dropped my pen.
That's all right. You don't need it.
Okay, can we move on?
I guess it was so.
Can we move on?
Well, here's another thing.
You know what? This show and Kyle Lowry and the Sixers is going to turn into what Philly Sports Talk Radio and Carson Wentz was for the last month and a half. Until until the trade deadline, until this happens, this is what we're going to come down. This is what we're going to be discussing.
I just think at least we're all on the same page. We all know something has to happen.
Yeah.
It's like I said when I gave the game recap, Mike Scott's still on the floor.
Right. And to Mark's, it's so weird, dude. Like, to Mark's point, I guess, yeah, Malik Monk or whatever guard you want to go get, and you bring him off the bench. That's what I'm saying.
Charlotte's ready to make those moves yet.
No.
What does Charlotte want? Terrence Ferguson in a second-round pick for Malik Monk?
No.
They don't.
And what happened to the DeLon Wright and George Hill rumors? They just disappeared?
I have no clue. I don't want DeLon Wright. I don't know why that was. I wouldn't mind George Hill. Probably don't really want him either. But
what if you gave up like Terrence Ferguson and a second for DeLon Wright?
Sure, I'll take that.
Well, it's not going to take much to get DeLon Wright.
Detroit's going to make that move. I want Josh Hart. I think we should just sell the farm system for Josh Hart.
My head hurts. Can we just whoop Dallas's ass tonight and just make me forget about needing any sort of trade for a couple minutes?
It's not going to happen. We'll probably win by 3.
All right, let's get into the matchup tonight against the Dallas Mavericks. They come to Philadelphia tonight. Kristaps Porzingis is doubtful. Seth Curry is probable. Sixers start a 4-game homestand tonight against the Mavericks. However, I know they started off slow, and me and Gint were talking about the Western Conference standings before, and we're like, man, we all expected Dallas to be up there. They have won 6 of their last 7 games, due in large part to Mr. Luka Doncic. So, again, I got a few keys to this game. I was looking at the numbers before we start tonight. Let's see. Do you have any keys you want to get into first before I throw you mine?
Wait, Porzingis is out?
Confirmed, yeah. I mean, I knew he was doubtful, so yeah, if he's out, he's out.
We needed him tonight, man.
Why?
Fantasy basketball, man. We needed him. We needed him, dude.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry, dude. We needed him. But
come on.
I mean, here's a key for you, actually. And I think someone mentioned it. I don't know, it might have actually been Mark. Dude, our second unit is going to get torched by Jalen Brunson. Bro, Jalen Brunson has been playing out of his mind. He's been awesome. Sixers could have had him, by the way. But like, our second unit needs to limit their second unit. I'm actually gonna you can go ahead with yours.
All right. First, I just want to address this to make my point very clear. I like Danny Green. The only reason Danny Green is in the trades that we're talking about is because he has to be for money. So I'm not talking about these trades because I'm unhappy with Danny Green and we need a replacement there. I agree. We need help on the bench unit. But when it comes to Kyle Lowry, like, Danny Green is literally like a lock to be in that trade scenario. So that's why he's just thrown in there. Will Doc put Ben on Luka? So this is the matchup that I can't wait to see. Yeah. I would freaking assume so. Not the entire game. You're going to see Toby thrown at him, Danny thrown at him, but Ben will probably get the large assignment of Luka Doncic tonight. But here's mine, again, like looking at the numbers. My first one, win the 3-point battle. The Sixers did that the other night against Toronto, and when you break down the numbers, the Mavs are 23rd in the NBA in 3-point percentage at 35.2. They do not shoot it too well. They're bottom 3rd team in the league from beyond the arc. They are missing Kristaps Porzingis tonight. So you just win the 3-point battle. I don't care if it's by 2 threes, whatever. Just win the battle. You can't lose the battle to the 23rd ranked 3-point percentage team in the league.
Josh is playing tonight, right?
I believe so.
Oh, dude. They got him and Trey Burke. They're both due for 25. Oh, man. Dude, Trey Burke might get 50 after the way.
Matt, tell the TPL fans where Brunson is from. The V. Oh, man. So
dude, seriously, he's probably got a picture of Raul Almeida, like, in his room. Like, that's who they cut me for.
Yeah. So that is my first key to this game is win a 3-point battle. Dallas does not shoot it well beyond the arc. The Sixers made 17 2 nights ago. Can they continue that? Because our 3-point shooting has not been well as of late either. Second, dominate the glass, which will lead to second chance opportunities. The Mavs are 29th in rebounds. And get this, Luka is their leading rebounder, averaging 8.6 per game.
He's their leading stat for like every single category. Points, rebounds, assists, steals.
And Porzingis, who was second in rebounds, he averages 8.2 a game, I think. He's out. And then after him, I think one guy averages like 5 rebounds per game. Pretty sure he's out as well. And then everyone else is like 3.9, 4. Like, so they do not rebound well to begin with, and they're missing their second best rebounder. So now their point guard is their leading rebounder still by a wide margin. Dominate the glass tonight. Use your size. I know I said win the 3-point battle, but this is just a night where Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris and Ben Simmons should live in the paint. Again, like, am I wrong for thinking that? Like, there should be no reason. Willie Cauley-Stein is not slowing any of those three down in the paint tonight.
Stinks.
That's number 2.
I agree with Marky Mark here. This is a 40-50 piece type of night, I think. Especially he just struggled for 2 games, and he's on this. He's got to be like, I need 40 tonight. And we're on TNT, so like, Shaq's going to be in there like crying about something.
My third key to the game: win the turnover battle. So this is going to be an interesting thing to keep your eyes on, and it's going to be something that could make or break the game for the Sixers tonight, I think. So the Mavs are 28th in steals defensively in the league. So they don't turn you over a lot. However, they're only 3rd in turnovers offensively. So they don't cough the ball up a ton. The Sixers are 3rd in steals defensively, but 27th in turnovers.
It's not good.
So both complete opposite sides of the spectrum there for these two teams in terms of turning you over and turning the ball over. If one team or if the Mavericks can find a way to dictate the turnover battle by a decent margin and get out to the fast break, the Sixers will be in trouble tonight. So that's one area I would definitely keep my eye on tonight. Maybe both teams limit turnovers and only have 10 or 11. Maybe the Sixers turn the ball over 22 times tonight, like we've seen them do before. And if that happens, they're in trouble. However, I will say if they turn the ball over that many times and the Mavs average like 6 or 8 per game, there's a big issue.
Yeah. My biggest key, and I think everyone will agree on this, is like you look at your scouting report, there's only one name circled. It's Luka. I mean, it might be a very watered down key to the game, but the dude's averaging 29 points a game. He's averaging 9 assists. No one else on the Mavs roster is averaging over 3 assists after that. Wait, let me just make sure that stat's correct. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. I want Ben to just – my biggest thing is I was such on the thing last year of that Ben was better than Luka, and Luka exploded and kind of put that tape to rest. But if you remember back to – it was probably Luka's rookie year. They played him in a preseason game. And Ben picked up Luka literally full court, shackled him, and I saved the clip to my phone and would send it to everyone all the time. So you just gotta limit this guy. This guy can't have 40, 12, and 14.
Right. And Marky says he's their entire offense, especially with Porzingis being out, who is 2nd in every major category offensively, really, from Dallas. So my last and final key is everything I've talked about, combined with what you just said with Ben containing Luka, is all these keys combined for this one, which is win this game on the defensive end of the floor. The Sixers and Mavs are very close in offensive rating. I think the Mavs are 10th, Sixers are 12th or 13th offensive rating wise, but the Sixers are 6th in defensive rating. Mavs are 25th in defensive rating. I read you the rebounding numbers, the turnover and steal ratio numbers, the 3-point line. If they can run them off the 3-point line, win this game on the defensive end. And if you shoot efficiently, the Sixers should win this game tonight.
Dude, I just want to win a game handily.
Well, I don't think this is going to be an easy game.
You're being 32 in the first half, ices the knees by 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Did you say ask for 32 in the first half?
Yeah, why not, dude? Dude, Maxi Kleber is going to be his main. That's who's going to be guarding him.
I think he's out. Or he was a game time decision when I saw earlier.
Well, who's next? Who's after?
Willie Cauley-Stein.
Dude, he stinks. He's terrible. I hate him.
Let's see. Do you think Sixers fans get back sometime in this 4-game? No.
I didn't see when the date was. I thought I saw it close. March, right?
Yeah, I think it's after March 1st when they can roll back everything. And obviously it's February 25th already. So I would assume mid-March.
They'll do no tailgating? Sorry.
What?
You think they'll do no tailgating? Really weird question.
I'll be highly upset.
Yeah, we'll just stand outside the fence.
Yeah, can I not socially distantly? Did you just hear that? My God, what just came out of my mouth? Can I not have a socially distanced tailgate?
No.
I'll mask up, dude.
Stay tuned this next episode.
Just wait. I can't wait to pull up live from the parking lot.
Yeah, dude. All-Stars?
Well, we got to get to our stars of the game, dude.
Oh,
So your
dude, that's right.
roll.
It's been a while since I've been on here on a game day.
Yeah, Dibes, please. Please.
What did you say?
TPL tailgate.
Yeah, dude. Bring the wiffle ball. I'll take anyone deep besides Dives. I heard he was like a D1 pitcher. I wouldn't take him deep, but
all I want to do is play some cornhole. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. Stars of the game, Gint. I'll let you go first. I can probably assume where you're going.
I want Seth. I do. I really want Seth. Yeah. Because I brought up like Josh Richardson and Trey Burke, like trade, you know what I mean? And he didn't play last game, so he's got to be fresh. Take 5 threes out of him and a win.
Are your neighbors having fun behind you?
Dude,
what's going
on? They
on?
are. I told you they're renovating this basement. That's literally like if I punch this wall, they'd hear me. Like they're just doof, doof, like just hammering away over here. But yeah, I'll take Seth.
You're taking Seth, huh?
Yeah.
Dibes says I'll bring the beer. What kind of beer, Dibes?
We're like
getting likes the seltzers.
Still working on that sponsorship.
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear back. They've left me on red. You're going Seth. I mean, Dallas is 1-6 of the last 7, but they're still not that good, and they don't have a center, so I can't take Joel. So I'd love to take 2-1 tonight.
He's gonna score 40.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 42, 44, that range. Man, this is a tough one. I want to go Tobias.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, I want to go Tobias. I think he hits right around his average, but I'd say he's going over 20. I think Tobias gives you in that 22 to 24 mark. So that's where I'll go. Predictions, again, I'm going Sixers win 121 to 106. I mean, 106, excuse me. 121 to 116. It literally is that -5 on what? You think this is going to be a blowout? What's wrong with you? You should know us better by now.
Every time I pick this, we like lose by 3. But I'm going 124, 109.
Wow, 15-point dub.
Yeah, dude. No Kristaps. This dude is over.
Yeah, until Luka goes for like 49.
That's gonna happen. Like I said, 42, 12, 33 assists somehow breaks the record.
Mark, great segue, buddy.
Oh,
so
dude.
We've talked Lowry. We've talked tonight's matchup. I had the Sixers winning. Ginn has the Sixers winning. I think most of you do. It'll be a nice win to get 2 in a row and tonight. But let's get into this. Ginn, would you guys rather have seen Tobias make the All-Star game instead of Ben Simmons? I can't say instead of. Like Ben, I think deserved it. I love Ben Simmons, so I can't say instead of. I will say I think Tobias got snubbed. Look, it's really hard to say that when you look at you got the roster in front of you.
Yeah.
Read the reserves.
So the reserves were Jaylen Brown, James Harden, Zach LaVine, Julius Randle, Ben Simmons, Jason Tatum, Nikola Vucevic.
Okay.
Here, can I go first?
Go ahead.
I wouldn't have been as upset as I was that he didn't make it if Sabonis made it over Toby. But, dude, this Nikola Vucevic stuff that's going on, I'm over it. I'm serious. I'm over it.
Why is he in there?
Well, dude, the Pacers are like 4th in the Eastern Conference to start in terms of the standings. Sabonis has been their best player. He was an all-star last year. He's having a better year this year. And what's the Magic's record? They gotta be. Yeah, 13 and 19. Like, throw me a bone.
Can I say something?
That's what made me mad. But I said on our show when we did the prediction, I said I thought they both were going to make it. But in the back of my head, I think either one of them was going to put the other one out.
Right.
Which I think Ben put him out. But I'm not more.
I have something I need to say and get off my chest. Man, this could backfire. Jason Tatum should not have been an all-star.
A lot of people think that.
Jason Tatum should not have been an all-star. He's averaging 25 or 26. I get it. The Boston Celtics with those. Jaylen Brown has been doing it all year. Jaylen Brown's taken his game to another level. I completely agree with Jaylen Brown being an all-star. I told you that from the get-go when we were doing our list weeks ago. put it this way. Marky's comment down here about the 1 seed. How do the Philadelphia 76ers, who are the 1 seed, have the same amount of all-stars that the 15 and 17 Boston Celtics have?
Because Jason Tatum's 19.
It's the truth. Like, we have Ben and Joel. They have Jalen and Tatum.
Well, here's
First of all, now I get that Joel just had a 3 for 13 night, so it's what I'm about to say. But what I'm about, because Tatum just went like 4 of 20 or whatever last night. But that's not the first time he's done that this year. There's been multiple games this year where Jason Tatum has been awful. I get it. His average is insane, but when your team should be a top 4 seed easy in the Eastern Conference. You're 15 and 17. You've missed a decent amount of time. Not his fault. I know it's a COVID year. Toby missed some games. Ben missed some games because of COVID, but I feel like he missed more time. And he's had a lot of poor nights, and his team is underachieving badly. If you don't want to give it to Toby, you should have at least went to Sabonis.
Yeah, Sabonis definitely should have gotten in. That was like really.
I'm sorry. How good your team. I know it's a team sport. How good your team is should be an indicator most of the time. Bradley Beal, I get it. You get what I'm saying? Like the Wizards, I mean, they've been winning as of late.
Yeah.
But they were awful. But Bradley Beal's averaging like 36. He's playing out of his freaking mind. I get that. Levine, I was going to say, you could even throw Levine in there. Dude, the Bulls have a better record than the Celtics do right now.
Really?
Go check the standings, bud. Celtics aren't in the top 8.
Well, all right. Let me just – right now, Boston's been – and everyone's had issues with rosters. I understand
They're
that.
missing Kemba and Marcus Smart.
No, that. But, like, I forgot. I saw someone tweet it out. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are literally everything for the Celtics right now. And that's why they made the All-Star game. But that's also –
Time out.
Let me finish. That's why they're also 15 and 17. So, I mean, we talked about it with Scotty. We said, I think people look at different things. You look at points per game. You look at this. You look at that. I brought up Draymond Green and said that's why I think they all might get a chance to get in, but that's clearly not how it went. I agree that I don't agree. I don't know. That's tough.
Hold on. Just let me read you, okay? I get he's averaging 25.6, okay? 25.6, 4.5 assists per game, about 7 rebounds per game, 44% from the field, 37 from 3, 87 from the line. That's Jason Tatum on the 15 and 17 Boston Celtics. Tobias Harris. Hold on. 20.7. So he's literally averaging 5 points less than the almighty Jason Tatum. 3.4 assists, 7.7 rebounds on basically 52% shooting from the field, 41.5 from 3, 89 from the line. On the first place Sixers. Now I get it. Him and Brown are everything to the Celtics. You cannot tell me this year, obviously Joel Embiid's everything to the Sixers. Cannot tell me that Tobias Harris isn't almost everything for the Sixers this year, along with Joel Embiid.
No, I can tell you that because Ben Simmons made the All-Star game.
What?
Yeah, I can say that Ben Simmons.
You take Tobias Harris or the way he's been playing, if you give me Toby of last year away from this team, are they first place in the Eastern Conference?
No, that's how the roster was constructed. If you took Jason Tatum off the Celtics, would they have a win?
No. You're missing You're missing my point. You said that my point is you said he's everything to the Celtics.
I said those two are literally everything.
Right. And I'm telling you, Tobias Harris is very close to everything with Joel Embiid.
Well, first of all, let me say this. When the reserves came out, were you watching on TNT when they came out or no?
No.
Dude, they didn't even mention. They said all these names. They
didn't say Tobias Harris.
They said Trae Young. Dude, they didn't even mention it. And then someone said, oh, my God, Tobias Harris. And then Dwayne Wade was like, oh, yeah, dude, he got something. And then when you look at ESPN's slide to see who didn't make the All-Star game, Tobias isn't on any of the pictures. So, like, at this point, I'm starting to think that the city of Philadelphia is the only city that thinks Tobias Harris should even have made it.
Dude, I'm sorry. The first place team
and the
9th place team, who's underachieving by a mile, should not have the same number of All-Stars.
It should. I agree with that as well. It should also. I want to see like an algorithm. Like, here's how. But it's like voting. So I guess they're technically using the algorithm. But like, there should be some definite. Like, we should see who voted for who. Like it's inexcusable that we don't have.
I agree.
We're the number 1 seed, and we're top heavy to the point where we have 3 guys that are producing at an unreal pace.
Right, and if you take one of them out of the starting lineup, you can see how the team misses them. Obviously, Joel's on another plateau above the other 2, but like I said, I'm sorry, dude. I get it. Chris Middleton didn't make the team.
Yeah, Trae Young didn't make the team.
They're underachieving too, but
yeah, but Trae Young is started last year.
There's been a lot of it. Were a lot of issues with the voting this year. I mean, Dame should have been a Western Conference starter, not Luka.
Yeah, well, Luka's the one that was like, yeah, I shouldn't be starting over him.
Yeah. The fact that Devin Booker only made it because Anthony Davis is out is blasphemous.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I know, big words.
But and the guys that, like I said on that show, when everything came out, it was like, you do have to take someone off to put someone in. So you're saying
Jalen Rose tweeted that a bunch. Like, remember, when you say someone got snubbed, say who they should be replaced with. Well, I just told you.
You think
Vucevic?
I think Vucevic should be.
No, he should. But after that, then to me, it's Tatum.
I agree.
Jaylen Brown, 100%. He's been doing it all year.
Oh, yeah, on that list, absolutely. It's probably.
Read me the reserves one more time.
Jaylen Brown, James Harden, Zach LaVine, Julius Randle, Ben Simmons, Jason Tatum, Nikola Vucevic.
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. No.
I also don't
put it this way with the Tatum thing, right? The Heat are underperforming, right?
And
Bam didn't make it.
Bam probably should have been over Vucevic too.
Okay. So right, but Bam's averaging over 20, ain't he?
Yeah, he has to be.
And they're underperforming. He didn't make it. Obviously, Jimmy didn't. Jimmy's missed a lot of time, but
Bam. Oh, that's career. I was going to say Bam's averaging 11 points. He's averaging 20 on the dot.
Okay, and what
20,
else?
10, and 6.
20, 10, and 6. Okay, and he's the center. And he's so my point is, so they're underachieving. Now I know they've been hit with COVID, but they're still underachieving, and I feel like that would play a role in why Bam Adebayo wasn't selected. So why isn't it I get it, dude. A lot of people like Jason Tatum. Yeah, I would have rather had Middleton than Tatum. I'm sorry. Yeah. I see the greatness at times. I see it. But the fact that he missed a lot of time due to COVID, his team, who should be a top 3 or 4 team in the East, is 15-17 out of a playoff picture right now, with him and Jaylen Brown, 2 All-Stars apparently. And he's had multiple games this year where he's shot like 3 of 17, 4 of 21. Like, I'm sorry, Joel Embiid had 1 poor shooting night. That was 2 nights ago.
What time is Sixers play tonight?
I believe 7 on the dot. I could be wrong. Oh boy, let's see.
Oh, it's TNT though.
7. Yeah.
We probably should.
Oh, tip off. Yeah, we should probably get off in a second
because these guys are going to want to get on.
Yep. So with that being said, I have the Sixers winning tonight. Guinness Sixers winning tonight and getting to 22-11. Thank you so much for everyone that's watching with us live and that will watch after this. Thank you guys so much for the comments.
Thank you for all the comments.
Yep, and making it fun. Thank you, Donovan, for the $5 generous tip. Also, for all you guys that are interested in watching Ganton and myself, I am taking up writing now to throw another thing out there on top of the shows. So my first ever article is being currently edited and will be on the paintlines.com soon. So if you're interested in the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carson Wentz saga, that was my first topic for the article. So check it out. Give me all the feedback that you can.
Don't say that. If you like Jalen Hurts, don't give him feedback.
Give me all the feedback that you can. And be kind. Okay? Go Sixers. Have a nice night.